Do you ever feel tired, unmotivated, or mentally drained and you don't know why? Maybe you think it's stress or just a bad pace. But what if it's actually tiny habits quietly making you mentally weaker every single day? Let me tell you a quick story. In 2015, there was a young man named David. He was smart, had big dreams, and was always praised for his potential. But just a year after graduation, he found himself stuck. He wasn't failing, but he wasn't moving either. Every decision made him anxious. He started avoiding responsibility. He stopped trusting himself. He later discovered he had unknowingly developed mental habits that made him emotionally fragile. What shocked him most, he thought these habits were normal. A therapist told him, "You don't need to be fixed, you need to unlearn." That's when he started breaking down the 12 things, silently making him mentally weak. So let's expose 12 hidden traps that drain your mind also, and how to fight back. 1. Comparing yourself to others. Comparison triggers feeling of inferiority and hopelessness. You open Instagram. Someone just bought a car, another person on occasion. You just lying in bed, overthinking your life. Comparison slowly poisons your self-worth. So track your own progress. Look at where you were 6 months ago, not where someone else is today. 2. Fear of failure. You had that YouTube channel idea in your mind for months, maybe even years, but still you haven't started. Why? Is it because deep down you are afraid of what people will say if you fail? Afraid your friend might laugh, that no one will watch. So you keep waiting and waiting, convincing yourself the right time will come. But let me tell you the truth. That fear is silently killing your dreams. A Stanford study shows that when you view failure as a lesson, your mental strength grows. So start small, set micro goals. Focus on progress, not perfection. One step at a time. 3. Overthinking everything. Overthinking doesn't solve problems, it creates more. You lie in bed at night thinking, what if they don't like me? What if I mess up? By morning, you are exhausted without doing anything. So don't try to control every outcome. Focus on what you can do. Set a 5-minute rule. If it won't matter in 5 years, don't spend more than 5 minutes stressing about it. Journaling helps clear mental clutter. Then take one small action. Action breaks the cycle of overthinking. 4. Negative self-talk. What if the real bully is your own mind? Every time you say, I'm so dumb or I can't do this, you are programming your brain to believe it. The most important word you will ever hear are the ones you say to yourself. So catch that voice, replace it, say I am learning instead of I am bad at this. Brain imagining show that positive affirmation light up reward center in the brain. 5. Seeking constant approval. Care about what other people think and you will always be their prisoner. If you always need others to approve of you, you slowly lose sight of who you really are. You can't say no. You fear rejection and you apologize even when you have done nothing wrong. This habit turns your self-worth into something other control, like a word that changes with every opinion. So start asking yourself, am I living for their comfort or my truth? You don't need everyone's approval, you need your own. 6. Avoiding discomfort. Growth never happens in comfort zone. David turning points. He started waking up early, exercising and applying for jobs he thought were too big for him. But every challenge made him stronger. Doing hard things train your prefrontal cortex, the brain control center for willpower. So do one uncomfortable things daily. Cold shower, difficult conversation, taking the first step. 7. Living in the past. You can't heal if you keep touching the wound. How can you build a future while holding onto old pain? Ruminating over what went wrong steal your present peace. So practice mental closure. Write a letter to your past, forgive it, then move forward. Gratitude journaling reduces overthinking and boosts happiness by 25%. 8. Not setting boundaries. You say yes to every plan, every favor, every request. Then you wonder why you feel drained. Psychology research shows people who set clear boundaries have higher self-esteem and better emotional regulation. So start with one boundary this week. Say I'm not available right now, without guilt. 9. Ignoring your mental health. Just like your body needs rest, your mind needs healing too. Many people believe that staying quiet and hiding their emotion is a sign of strength, but over time, suppressed feelings don't disappear. They grow heavier, leading to stress, anxiety, and even burnout. So, real strength is facing your emotional, not avoiding them. Talk to someone, write your thoughts down, take mental break. Your mind deserves the same care you give your body. 10. Surrounding yourself with negativity. Show me your friends and I will show you your future. Energy is contagious. If you are always around toxic people, you absorb their stress, fear, and mindset. So edit your circle. Spend more time with people who uplift and challenge you. 11. Lack of discipline. Without discipline, potential remains just potential. You keep saying, tomorrow I will start, but tomorrow becomes next week, then never. Every action you take is a vote for the person who you want to become. So start tiny, commit to a 2-minute action daily. Small wins build identity. 12. Waiting for motivation. Motivation comes and goes, but habits, they stay. Think of a soldier, he trains even on bad days. Why? Because discipline is greater than motivation. So create simple routines, stick to it, let action create motivation. A 2020 study shows starting before you feel ready increase long-term success by 40%. So don't wait for the mood, just move. You are not weak, you are just carrying habits that don't serve you anymore. Replace them one at a time. Start where you are. Use what you have. You don't need to fix your entire life overnight. Just start and strength will follow. If this video was helpful for you, like, subscribe and share it with someone who needed to hear this message.